It's been said that in work and in life, we usually don't get what we deserve, we get what we negotiate. Hi, my name's Paul Puckridge. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this short video. One of the fastest ways of improving your profitability as an organisation is to improve your people's negotiating skills. The funny thing is, we all agree that achieving profit margins are important. Getting the most for your product or service is something which we should all attain. Most people I speak to don't like the idea of discounting or going down to the lowest common denominator, which is often money. Many sales managers and general managers and managing directors want their people to keep the prices up and add value rather than cut price. But how do you do it? Well, the good news is we have a program that can teach all of your people who need to negotiate how to do it better. It's interesting that many of the people who negotiate every day of the week or on a regular basis to their prospects and their customers have never actually had any formal negotiation training. And I'm sure that many of them are doing a good job with what they know. So imagine giving them the skills and the techniques to become even better at negotiating. During our Negotiating Power seminar, we teach people who are already negotiating or are about to negotiate how to understand the practices, principles and processes of successfully negotiating what we call win-win outcomes. This isn't about learning how to lie or cheat or use dirty tricks. There might be training programs that do that, but we don't teach your people how to do that. Why? Well, for a start, I think there's an ethical problem with that. But secondly, most of the suppliers and providers and customers and prospects that you're going to negotiate, you'll have to go back to in a week, a month, 6 months' time. And let's be honest, you can always do a bad deal once. You can always dud someone once. But the fact of the matter is that we in business have to go back again and again and again. And I'm pretty sure that you watching this have similar feelings to me in that your reputation's too important to try and do an under the counter deal once off. So what is win-win? Win-win is all about making sure that you get what you want from the negotiation while helping the other party or person get what he or she wants from the negotiation. You see, when you both feel that you've won, you both walk away feeling good about the negotiation, and the other interesting thing is you'll be prepared to go back and negotiate again in the future. We've all had scenarios where we've had a negotiation, we might have even got what we wanted, but we made a solemn oath that we would never do business with that person or organisation again, and we don't want to go down that path. During our Negotiation Power program, we teach the 4-step principle to effectively negotiating. And if you have a pen and paper handy, maybe you'd like to write these 4 steps down. The first step in being a successful and effective negotiator is number 1, P, preparation. I have to say this to you. In my many, many years of teaching people how to negotiate, the number 1 problem, the number 1 thing that most people don't do is prepare anywhere near the amount of time they need to get the best from their negotiation. And during the training we talk about setting upper and lower limits, understanding your tradables, understanding your Batna, which is your best alternative to your negotiated agreement. It's all about learning what to do before you even sit down. Because I'll tell you something, if you haven't done your preparation, it doesn't matter how slick you are, you won't get the best deal. The second step is to probe. And that is when we sit down and talk to the other person or the other party, we start by asking them questions. What's important to them? What are they looking for? And we go through a series of specific questions to try and discover what the other party wants, while at the same time building credibility and learning. The fact of the matter is, it isn't always price. The third step in the negotiating process is to propose. So we have preparation, we have probe, and then we have propose. At which point, once we've learned what the other party is thinking or wanting, we then make some proposals. And we do it in a way that doesn't commit us to whatever it is we're saying, but rather to learn more about and to propose how they would feel about a particular price or so on. It could be something around supply, it could be something around delivery dates, it could be a range of different things, but rather than give them a firm number, we simply propose, well, how would you feel about if we did this or that? Or how would you feel about X or Y? And the final step in the negotiating process is the fourth P, which is pack up. Have you ever had a situation when you walked out of a meeting thinking that you had a deal, only to find out a day later that the other party reneged? Well, it happens all the time. And during our training, we're going to teach your people how not to do that. So the fourth thing you have to do, whether your negotiation is an hour, 2 hours, half a day, or it's going on for a period of time, is to make sure that when you shake hands, when you say, that's it, we both agree, that there is a pack up phase. And during the program, we teach exactly what's involved in pack up. So, if we can help you or your people become even better at negotiating, and sometimes it's a matter of just doing things slightly differently or improving as little aspects of what you're doing that can end up making a huge difference in your bottom line. And rather than having to bring everything down to price, we're going to teach you that there's two other things which are also important in the minds of the customer or the individual you're negotiating with. It isn't about getting a one-off advantage. It's about building long-term win-win relationships. Thanks so much for watching, and if I can help you, please feel free to call us on 1300 881 891. That's Paul Puckridge on 1300 881 891. Until then, I wish you every success.